EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And some space here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 more yards there and another first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Sonic. Mike 36. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Jameis to throw it. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
35's the Mike. No. Hey, middle. Mike 35. Kick the ball. Hey, Ozzie. Shut up. Joker.
Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. No, we changed it. 35's the Mike. Let's go.
Jackson. Brown has the first down and much more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
We changed it. Shit. What are we doing? 35's the Mike.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
35's the Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Yeah.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll throw again. Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. To the air again with Winston. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's third down. Now Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for... Didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. To throw is Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Winston. Thomas brings it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's got it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Kamara on the read option. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. To throw, Winston. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Winston Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that. Fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a second down and 6.
Here's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. Jackson now. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He's at the 50, the 30, 20.
Oh, that's
10,
the way to run it, boy.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
He's going deep for Brown.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
35's the mic. 13.
Now it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw is Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.
Oh, we got
touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Saints are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
35's the mic. Yo, baby, return.
Change it. Go ahead.
Mic 35. Hey, I'm coming.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Connects with Duvernay.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Winston to give. It's Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Wow.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Rush in. Let's go now.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Winston here to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Past midfield, look out. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together.